Hello and welcome to Curse of Strahd, a vampire tale. This is episode 4 of our campaign, and we're going to get started here shortly. Thank you all for coming. Let's join in on the terror. So, it's been 2 weeks since we had our last episode. We kind of ended in a cliffhanger, if that makes sense. For a bit of a recap, let's see. Our heroes arrived at Castle Ravenloft, and they were invited in by Lady St. Cloud, who, as soon as they arrived, directed the 2 ladies that were in the party to get changed in something a bit more appropriate for the occasion. She directed them into a room that had dresses of all different sizes and shapes. Told them to have free of choice of what to wear. Eventually, the two, Mazera and what is it? Zashida? Question mark? Were able to pick two dresses and come back to join the party, where Lady St. Cloud directed the rest of them into a large banquet dining hall. There, at the organ that was being played, they encountered Strahd, and he was more or less expecting them, but he welcomed them graciously into his home and told them to have a nice seat, to which they didn't oblige. They sat down. And as they're enjoying the festivities, the dinner that was provided for them, Strahd proceeds to explain that he would like them to play a game within his castle. The group is kind of uneased by the sudden proposal to, play along with this game that they didn't really know any of the rules to. Eventually, Strahd explains that he's not going to hurt them. At least, he's not going to hurt them. They can traverse through the castle to try and find the three missing party members that they had earlier upon arriving into Barovia. Because their companions might be in danger, the group reluctantly agreed to play this game that Strahd had gave to them. This is a interesting twist, kind of. So, after they agree, Strahd leaves them to their devices, says that they have free reign throughout the entire castle. They can go anywhere to try and find them. The caveat to that, the catch-22, is that they only have an hour to do it. And then after that, all bets are off. So, within this hour, they're to navigate this castle that they just came across. And the other cliff note of merit is that while Strahd isn't going to cause any harm to the party, that's not to say the castle itself and the many things within the castle will agree to such terms. Our party ends up splitting off relatively quickly, Klugel going down the stairs to the right of the banquet room, while the other three maneuver and go further into the castle floor themselves. Klugel ends up finding some vampire spawn, to which he ultimately defeats, and the others encounter a dead cleric who came back and attacked them because of a cursed hammer? It's hard to say. After that, they go upstairs and they encounter another vampire spawn, and ultimately they end up traversing into this room where they find Lord Killian North and the two guards that were kind of like tasked with protecting him, except the guards are tied up and gagged, and Lord North is deciding on which of the two will be his dinner. Something important about the previous encounter with the vampire spawn for the three is that Mazera was bitten by one of them, or by the vampire spawn, and ultimately when they defeat that vampire spawn and go into the next room and find Lord North, it leads into a confrontation to which the group doesn't necessarily have the upper hand. And yes, so Mazera goes to try and attack the Lord North, and something compels her, she's not sure what, that she can't attack this man. and the idea, this compelling force that prevents you from doing something that you yourself would want to do in that situation, comes at a great unease for Mezura. So she informs the party that something's not up, not everything's like what it seems. She doesn't really think she can attack this man, to where Milo, because Zashida is in wolf form at this time, so she can't really comment as she would like. So Milo kind of takes this one situation at a time, and right now they have a new vampire to try and, detain to the best of their abilities and whatnot. So we're going to pick up shortly here with that, and yeah. So, okay, so there's a couple of things since last episode. For our subscribers, we were able to put out this week's subscriber boons, and let me just go over the tally so that I am not speaking French. But, okay, so there's one thing that I have to check before, but I'll ask her. And yes. So, let's see. We have some luck points and Emporium points to give out this week. And for those in chat, if you have not already, do a favor for me and post !vampire. I thought that was fitting. We are going to be giving out a giveaway today. It's going to be a surprise, and it's going to be fun. So !vampire, and you'll be actually, hold that thought, because I think I have to actually trigger the new thing. So let's see, giveaways. We are going to do keyword !vampire, and let's do it. Okay, BMC Peak, let me just have you redo that and see if you get added to the total. And if that works. Yes, it did. It works. Okay, so, yes, we're going to start here, and I'll give out those luck points and Emporium points. I just have to check with one person first. But, let's see where the story takes us, because things are starting to get relatively interesting pretty fast. Let me unmute myself. There we go. And we're live. How's it going, lovely ladies and gents?
It's been 65 years.
Okay, first of all, it's only been like 11 minutes, so cool your jets. Also, is your phone charged right now?
I actually brought a charging cable with me, baby.
Nice, nice.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if you overheard everything I was saying on the thing. Maybe not, Queen. Maybe y'all were being good chaps and like relaying to her everything I was saying. If y'all were even listening.
I wasn't listening. No,
I don't think any of us were listening.
We were too busy bitching about how long we were taking.
They were all like, "Oh, so you think we blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Oh, they were listening in on the thingamajig."
That was because last episode we could hear you in the chat.
Oh,
we could hear you in Discord. Or no,
Yeah.
it wasn't even Discord. We heard you through Roll20 or some shit. We heard you through a thing, but it wasn't even up through chat.
No, it was Discord because it
weird.
was. Yeah.
Anyway.
So,
Epic music. Dun, 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 dun.
yes, we have some luck points to give out. The only question I have is when I checked the subscriber tier 1, Mezura, you are listed as twice. One for voting for... Oh gosh, I made myself disappear! One for voting for Klugel and one for Sashida. So who did you want to give your points to?
I wanted to give my point to Milo.
Oh, not even the one that was on the list. Oh wait, no, I see.
Take that.
I see it. Never mind. Oh, it's like none of you get it. She's like, bitches, you thought you knew.
Like I need.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Klugel, you have 1 luck point and 1 Emporium point. The luck point will allow you to re-roll any die, including one of my own that you just don't like. The Emporium point will allow you to have advantage on any situation, regardless. Let's see. Next is... What's 3? Who's 3? Milo, you're a bitch. You voted for yourself? Oh my gosh. So you have 2 luck points and 2 Emporium points that you can add to your, I guess, character sheets or what. I don't know, however you want to track it. Let's see. Milo's done. And then... For Zashida, you have 1 luck point and 1 Emporium point that you can add. Also, Queen, I don't think you voted for the 3, so who would you like to give 3 luck points and 3 Emporium points to?
Ooh, decisions. Klugel.
Okay, Klugel, you get to add an extra 3 and an extra 3. I'm going to use my tier 3 to give Mazera 3 luck points and 3 Emporium points, because I think she's gonna need it. Just a small hunch. So yes, again, the luck
Can
points...
I revoke my decision and give all my points to Mazera?
I'm joking! I'm not that evil!
You should definitely do this.
Oh
And
my
you are that
gosh!
evil. I'm not
that evil.
Kid yourself, you are that evil.
I can kill
You
things
make
on my
one
own.
joke and they think that you're freaking Satan over here. Actually, I'm Strahd, so it's about equivalent exchange.
Oh my lord.
This is how the day's going to start. So yes, again, the luck points, you can re-roll any roll, including mine, to take the second roll. And the Emporium points is just automatic advantage. You could be generous and give it to me, but I don't think any of y'all bitches are gonna share with me, so
Nope.
you can keep all your Emporium points to yourself. Also, chat.
Unless I feel like dying.
Also, chat. Yeah, unless I
It's like,
feel like,
just-
I just want my...
It's like, you know what?
throat
Milo's
bit.
done. I'm done with Milo. Just murder me.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh. Okay, so chat, for those of you who have enough channel points, there's also more luck points and more Emporium points, as well as Infernal points, which cause disadvantage, that you can redeem in the with the channel points. There's also the cheer dice, which whoever you give it out to first for the rest of this game will have a extra 1d4, does not stack, to their rolls. So just take that into consideration if anybody in chat wants to, clutchly hand it out. There's also Calamar tea, but that's more expensive. And
Be cool, chat. Be cool.
Be cool, chat. Don't be cool. Give it to
Don't
one of my NPCs so I could be like, nice.
Don't be throwing those fucking infernals around. Actually, yeah, wait. Can
Power
we give
is
infernal?
in your hands.
Could, in theory, someone in the chat give infernal to
One of
one
my
of the bad
characters?
guys?
Yes,
Yes.
essentially, yes. I think, let me check.
Let me one moment while I double check some things on your
If-
Twitch. No, we're fucking-
Just double checking, we are level 5 still, correct?
Yes. I think after this episode, y'all might be leveling up, so.
I mean, I'll be rolling a new character sheet, so.
Or, yeah, both, you might be leveling up.
Either
your
way,
character
level
to
6
level
is all
6.
around.
So, I don't know if y'all remember what happened last, but y'all are pretty much in the room with Lord North, Lord Killian North, and the 2 guards that were assigned to protect him. They are currently tied up and gagged. Klugel has come up from behind that room to see, this shit show kind of manifesting. And the rest are kind of engaged in conflict with Lord North. We're still technically in initiative order. Mazerat just tried to attack him, and something compelled her to not do that. And yeah, right now I think he is grappled, but he still has
is
a
grappled
hold
and
on
prone.
your. Do you have a hammer? Warhammer?
Okay, I do, but he was also knocked prone, so I was. So you mean to tell me
Yeah,
he
you can
maintained
thank
hold
your
on the
girl.
hammer?
You can thank your girl for
I
doing
do
that.
thank you. Otherwise, I was gonna have to do some stupid shit. Well, stupider shit. Let me rephrase this. So would he have been able to hold on to the hammer as being knocked to the ground by our resident wolf druid?
For clarity's sake, I'll say that he is currently not holding on to the hammer.
Like
Let's
I'm
just
I'm-
transition over to here so that everyone that's watching can see. But yes, you can see, well, chat can see a little bit better that they're all kind of engaged around Lord North here, who is prone. And actually, I don't even think that's the prone symbol.
Don't mind that. Just
That's the
looking
prone
at things.
symbol. Yes. And sweet. So picking up from the initiative order, it is currently Milo's turn. Milo, what would you like to do?
In the words of the great Reinhardt, hammer down. I'm just gonna smash him with this warhammer,
Okay.
the newly freed warhammer. $25 to hit. Actually, wait. Do I? He's prone, so advantage. Correct.
Yes, for melees.
D5.
For the melees. You said 25?
Yes, 25 to hit.
Characters. I made him semi-recent. Oh wait, no. I didn't make him semi-recent. I made him like a while ago. Okay. So yes, 25 hits.
I'm gonna say, man, I don't fuck with me here. Come on. Okay. And then, do you want me to? Here, I'll do damage on the first one.
Okie dokie.
And that is 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then the second attack. First one, 23 to hit.
That hits.
Then swing the hammer again. That one does 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And we're going to use everybody's favorite Divine Smite. So it will be dealing plus 1d for each spell level higher than the first. So I have to cast this at second level. And then so it's going to be 3d8 plus another d8 because he's undead.
Okay.
Or a fiend or whatever. Vampire. So it's going to be 4d8.
Smite him.
Here's what you get for biting things you should be biting. 21 points of radiant damage. For a
So
grand
you
total
watch
of a lot.
as Lord North's body kind of like catches after he takes those first few hits, catches on fire from the radiant damage, and the skin on his face just starts to burn away, revealing like really mauled flesh underneath.
That's just nasty.
Yep. And it's kind of like, you know, not looking good. as his flesh is kind of like peeling away and turning into ash and radiating off of his body.
Now, as a bonus action, I will. Yeah, I think that's about all I got right there.
Okay. Klugel.
All right, so the two people near me, they are not vampires?
No, they are tied up and gagged.
Oh, that's right. I'm just looking for them to be like, I'll be right with you. I'm gonna... There he is. My vision is very limited because I only have lit hands. All right, this guy looks like he needs some punch. 2 thunder gauntlets. I believe that's all I can get. Extra attacks. Yep, attack twice. Punch. Oof, that's terrible. Take it, 15 does not hit.
No, it does not. Did you do it with
Okay.
advantage?
I did not, and even if I did, it would be terrible. 25, that's much better.
That one hits.
All right. For 5 whole damage. Creature hit by this gauntlet has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets other than you. Come at me.
Okay.
That is my turn. I do so much.
Wait, did you? I thought you didn't roll with advantage.
I didn't. I have 2 attacks.
Well, yeah, I shouldn't.
Yeah, you.
But he's still prone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I have free advantage. Regardless, it was a 15 and a 10, so...
Oh, okay. That's what you're
No.
saying.
But then 25 and 26, which will both hit. So that's just the 1 hit for 5 damage, but now he has disadvantage if he tries to attack anyone else.
Okay.
Hooray. That is my turn.
Huzzah!
It helps every little bit.
Next
Don't
is
trust me. I'm well aware.
Zashida.
Okay, bear with me because I am on my phone. So I currently have Lord North on the ground because I have him basically grappled. I'm holding him down with my teeth.
Yes.
Can I technically still bite him more because I have him pinned?
Not unless you want to remove the grappling effect.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna hold him down.
Okay.
And that'll be it, because I don't really have anything much more to do as a doggo.
He's like, can I try to rip his arm off? Is that a thing? Can I just dog with a chew toy just?
Mazura.
No fatty.
That was the end
All
of your
right,
turn,
Mazura's
right,
gonna
Sashida?
move and start heading.
Huh?
That was the end of your turn, right, Sashida?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Mazura.
Also,
So
if I stop
Mazura's
talking, I'm getting my shot. So.
Yeah. So Mazura's gonna move to try to get closer to the 2 that are tied up.
Okay.
And she's going to untie this first one.
Okay. Takes you some time, but eventually you're able to get him ungagged and everything.
And that'll end my turn.
Can I have you make a charisma saving throw?
Okay.
Please roll good.
Fine.
Oh, no pluses?
What would I add to that?
If you have a charisma modifier, that would get
It's
added.
+0.
Okay, never mind. So Mazura, as you're there untying this first guy, you get an image. Actually, multiple images start to flash through your mind of like vampire culty things. You see lots of blood, bunch of different vampires like biting into innocence, turning of victims, and the last image that kind of like settles in is a image of Strahd as he kind of like, it's almost like he's staring into your soul, and he's drinking from his wine glass. And the image of him gets like more and more intense as you zoom in closer to his face, and you can't quite see because it's all happening relatively fast, like within, I don't know, 6 seconds fast, but it's almost like his visage isn't exactly what it is. Like there's something far more sinister and potentially grotesque underneath. And then everything stops, and you're back in your current moment of time.
And Mazura is very unsettled by this, and she's feeling just very uncomfortable right now.
Did you have any bonus actions or anything?
I can cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
So she'll cast Spiritual Weapon.
Do you want to put him like maybe here or?
Yeah.
Okay. You also, since he's within melee range, if you wanted to, can attack this turn with it.
Okay.
At advantage because he's prone.
Right, so I roll a d20 to attack, right?
Yes.
Okay. So 19.
That hits.
Right. And then it's... So 5.
Okay. Okay. Then Milo's turn again.
Does I can't believe I'm asking this. Does he not get a turn?
Nope.
Because he's not in the initiative order.
Mm-mm.
Okay, cool. Hammer down.
It's hammer time, y'all.
Fucking double tap. First swing. With advantage still?
Yes.
Ooh, much better. 21 on the first swing.
That hits.
For 5 points of damage. And then... That's a 16 hit?
Just hits, yes.
And that one is 9 points of damage for a total of 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And that is where I will stop, because as much as I want to do another fucking Radiant Smite, or another Smite, do not have a lot of energy left. Damn, cure wounds!
Math is hard. You watch kind of in horror as your second hammer swing comes down and like lands on his skull and like eviscerates him, and his body kind of turns into this ash-like state and crumbles apart in front of you.
In horror.
Skull smashed.
Ugh. Thank God. Okay. Milo's just kind of there, like hammer still damn near embedded into the ground from where his skull was, just breathing heavily. Alright. Alright. That's one thing removed.
Vegeta kind of lets out a growl.
So he turns to ash, right?
Yeah.
I will collect a little bit in a vial.
Roll
I
a
got.
sleight of hand.
12.
You're able to get 10 pinches of vampire ash.
Jesus, a lot. Alright, yep. Just like, for science.
before.
Technically now y'all are out of initiative order because there's no enemies in the room.
Good.
What would you like to do?
Yep.
Like to-
Azura kind of
Oh, yeah.
Azura kind of goes over into a corner, and she's not looking so good. She's feeling kind of sick, like she wants to be sick after seeing those images.
Zashida kind of trots over and lets out a nuzzles her.
She just acknowledges her, but she's not feeling so good right now.
Zashida then transforms back her and places her hand on Mazura's shoulder. Are you feeling all right?
I saw images. Horrible, horrible images. I dare not repeat what I saw.
And Zashida kind of nods, kind of taking a guess at maybe what the visions were about, especially, you know, probably involving Strahd. And then she kind of looks over to Milo. Should we untie your friends now?
Well, one of them is currently untied, correct?
Yeah, the one closest
I mean,
to
technically 2 of them.
Mazura.
One is also
Okay,
Ash, though.
Alright, well, Zashida wasn't paying attention because she was too busy grappling Mr.
I was just getting clarification. I was just
One
like
of the
verifying
guards
'cause I
is
couldn't
untied,
remember.
and technically, yes, Lord North is also untied.
Well, how you feeling there, bud? To the guy who's untied. You, feeling like you need to eat and anything? Kind of readies his hammer.
Oh my god!
No.
Right, well, here's
Where
what I
are
need you
we?
to do. Let's all just take a second. I need you to sit down. We're gonna have to look for, awkward as this may be for you there, bud. We're gonna need to look over you for bites. Calm down. Calm down. Hey, have I led you astray before? You're gonna be all right. We're gonna get out of this. You gotta trust me, all right?
Yes.
There you go. Take a deep breath for me. There you go. Just relax. We're gonna untie it. We're gonna untie your buddy, and then we're gonna sort this out. All right? Actually, wait. Were these? Oh my God. What did we name these two?
Did we give them names?
It was some.
Bob
It was
and
something.
Joe?
It was like Bob and Tom or some shit like that,
Yeah, something.
or Joe and Joe. We'll just go Bob and Tom. So we'll just say I'm talking to Bob. Untie Tom. Gonna get this sorted out. All right?
He kind of like nods uneasily.
Okay, so as he sits down, I have, Flugel, do you mind untying Tom while I look over Bob? As Warforged does not respond.
Oh, yeah,
Milo
he's,
can
He
be
walk-
right
might
back.
be getting the child off the
I-
bus.
Okay, I was just being ridiculous. But yeah, so I go and I start looking over Bob to see if I see any bite marks or anything like that.
Do an investigation. Actually, a medicine check.
Medicine. Okay. $15.
Okay. You're able to take some time, but you aren't able to see any open wounds or flesh marks or bite marks anywhere of note.
While we're sitting there, you look a little parched. Here, take a swig of this, and I hand him a vial of water, or a flask, I should say, of water.
He takes it and like drinks a little bit of it.
Anything happen to the holy water he just drank?
No, he kind of like looks at you and like, that doesn't really taste good.
Yeah, it really wasn't supposed to. But you're not burning from the inside, so I'm going to assume you are not actually a vampire.
Zashida kind of takes note on what Milo did to like his like ex coworker. She's not liking what she's seeing.
I'm being careful. You know what? All right.
She's not. She's just gonna take note. She's taking note.
Taking note. Hey, all right.
Milo's the real evil.
Trying to just verify we don't get bit in the literally get bit in the ass by this. Once I'm done looking over him, I head over to Tom, who at this point Klukel would have untied, hopefully in a not terrifying manner.
Yeah, Klugel's able to also eventually get all of the ropes and gags and things off of him.
How you doing there, Tom?
Fine.
Now, we'll need you to sit tight for me. I'm gonna look over you for any bites or anything. Feeling all right?
Yes. Why?
Well, I mean, you were just held hostage by a vampire after disappearing into some fog. So you not feeling 100% would kind of be okay.
Vampire?
Yeah, you see the pile of ash over there? And I gesture to the pile of ash.
He looks over. Yeah. What about it?
Yeah, that was Lord North. He got
I
turned
haven't
into a
seen
vampire.
Lord North since we were at the pub.
Oh, so you didn't even get to see. Oh, well, I guess that's kind of a good thing. 'Cause he was looking real nightmarish. Well, let me finish looking you over, and then I'll catch you and Bob up to speed just to make sure you guys both understand what we're doing. All right.
Okay.
Here, take a little. Here, take a drink. You look parched. I hand him the flask.
Not really thirsty, but
I insist.
he takes like a small drink from it.
Anything happen?
Nope.
Cool. I put that flask back. I pull out another one. Open it. Take a swig. This will hit a little harder. And I hand him the whiskey flask.
Takes a sip of it. Yep, that one's a little bit more rough.
I put the cap back on and I begin inspecting him. Or looking over for bite marks and stuff.
No, I said medicine check last time? Yeah.
Yeah.
Medicine check.
18.
18. Yep, same deal. You're able to look him over, not find anything of merit. He doesn't really have any open wounds or anything like that. No bite marks, nothing out of the ordinary.
Nothing. So, like, even with the no bite marks, he doesn't look. I'm not seeing any signs of undead on him. Like, there's no, like, weird stuff going on with his eyes. There's no weird stuff going on with his skin. Nothing like that.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Bob, Tom, you guys are clear. You're good. You can stand up if you want to now.
Bob and Tom, kind of
Yeah,
like.
Tom was number 2. So
Okay, they
whatever,
work
player
their way
icon
back
was
up
with it.
to their feet.
All right. I'm gonna give you guys
I'll be right back then.
Okay.
So,
I'll give you
where-
guys a skinny on what's happening.
Oh, okay.
So, we were at that tavern, right? Investigating the fog.
Yes, sir.
Both of you and Lord North were taken very unexpectedly. while we were doing some investigation and chatting at the pub to try to figure out what had been happening in the town, trying to locate our people. Upon doing so, after you guys were taken, Lady Rose,
St. Cloud?
St. Cloud, yeah, sorry. Lady St. Cloud appeared. You know, the lady we're looking for. Well, she showed up and invited us to this lovely abode of an individual called Strahd. Needless to say, he's a vampire. He turned Lord North into a vampire. And Lord North, before we had walked in, was either going to turn one of you and eat the other, or possibly eat both of you. I'm not actually 100% sure. Sounded a lot more like the former than the latter, though. Or might eat both of you. I actually have no idea. He was looking real hungry.
Sir?
Yeah.
Tom goes, what do you mean Lord North was trying to...
Well, you notice how there's chairs you were in, right? Because were they facing us or away from us?
They were facing you.
And he was conscious that whole time and he didn't see us fighting him?
Mm-mm.
You mean you tell me that whole fight you didn't see nothing?
No. Can I have everyone make a perception check?
Oh, fuck me. I knew my rolls were going to end eventually. I got an 8.
Oh, dear.
A whole 7. I'm right there with
7.
Fuck!
Um,
Somebody roll for queen.
As
Let it
we
be
cover-
high.
As we cover our eyes.
What's her... I mean, we can roll and just add her wisdom. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. Stax can roll and then add her wisdom.
Yeah.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Plus 3. Okay, y'all kind of.
Wow. We don't know shit. We're tired. We're tired. We just
Yeah,
want a
y'all
vampire.
had a long day.
I'm like trying to explain. I'm trying to run down this ridiculous shit.
So
Ezra's over there in the corner, not feeling good about herself.
So in the process of all of this happenings, y'all draw your attention more towards John and Bob, Tom and Bob. Jeez, these generic names.
Oh yeah, because that's so much work. You know what? Fine. Next time I gotta come up with an NPC name. Best believe it's gonna be annoying.
Gludovich or something equivalent. Yeah, I'll just call it Glute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, from behind you, you hear. I see that you have found 2 of your friends. And as you all turn, you see Lady St. Cloud holding the hand of a very young child, a boy.
We actually found 3, but yeah.
3?
I kind of look over to Milo.
Milo just gestured towards the ash pile.
And as you look over at the ash pile, it is no longer present.
If I look at my vial, is it still?
It appears to be empty.
Son of a... My research!
My research! My milkshakes.
That doesn't,
Are you alright?
Not really.
And then the
No.
little boy, interrupts and, lets go of Lady St. Cloud's hand and, runs over to, Mazra. You don't look so good. Are you okay, lady?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure? You look pale.
I
And
just-
Zashina's like, she's fine. Really?
Oh, okay.
I look at Lady St. Cloud. Who's the boy?
That's young Prince Merrick, Alsatian. He's the son of the king. From where? Actually, I can't quite remember. And she kind of like stares off a little. Her expression changes as if she's wondering why she can't remember.
What was? How do you spell his name?
Marek. And then Alsatian, like the dog.
I'm getting close. All right. Prince Merrick Alsatian, son to the king.
Yes, Baston. Baston.
Boston.
Oh no.
Nerf Bastion. Anyway,
Nerf Bastion.
okay. And so she couldn't remember why he's here.
Yeah.
Okay. Prince Merrick.
Yeah.
I like kind of smile at him. How old is this kid? like,
He's roughly your height, so about maybe 6 or 7 that you can pick.
You got a 4 foot. Hang on, how tall am I?
Wait, no. Boys. You're like 3.
Well,
foot something.
I'm 3 feet tall, so I'm 3 feet. So I guess that makes
He's
it.
about. Actually, he's a little bit taller than you. He's about 5'2". No.
He's 5'2"
4
and 6 years
foot
old.
2. Sorry.
That's
Oh.
a tall ass.
I can't do
I mean,
heights.
I ain't gonna lie, 4'2" for a 6-year-old is still pretty tall, but
Then we'll say he's 7.
okay, because that's all right. I'm not even gonna try to Google some shit. Anyway, you what are you doing here?
I'm visiting Mr. Strahd.
Right. Well, how long have you been visiting Mr. Strahd? Or have you just arrived?
No, I've been here a while.
You been wandering around the castle by yourself, or you always had somebody with you?
Sometimes. It depends.
You know this castle pretty well.
Yeah.
So, have you noticed any other newcomers like us? Kind of gestures to the group. Come in here recently?
Not recent. It's been a couple of months since the last group came.
So you've been here for a couple months.
Mm-hmm. How come you're so short, mister? And your voice so deep. It's kind of weird.
Merrick, do you visit Strahd often?
Whenever I want. He lets me come and go.
I see. And is there any particular reason why you're seeing Strahd now?
Just to say hi and hang out. He's been busy lately, so I just walk around the castle.
I see. The kid's not lying, is he? Like, yeah, I'm gonna.
Do an insight check. On a
Kid,
kid!
children.
20.
Nah, you can't tell if he's lying. Like, from what it sounds like, he's just like a kid, just telling it face value.
Alright. Cool.
Lady St. Cloud. He kind of looks over. He looks past the prince.
She like snaps her attention back to present and like looks at you. Yes. Milo.
You happen to have anything that might be able to help our friend, Mesra?
And she like looks over to Mazra. Oh my dear, what happened?
And Sashida growls, she's been bit by a spawn.
We would need to get that treated soon. The sooner the better.
Do you have something to treat it, or possibly know where we can get it treated inside the castle?
There's nowhere in the castle, I'm afraid. Master Strahd wouldn't keep anything like that just lying about.
Yeah, I figure it's worth a shot.
Well, then where do we need to go to get this treated?
Off to the northwest, there's a town. Let me make sure I pronounce the town correctly. Actually, I'll look at the map. Z map. I'm the map. Barovia map. Sweet. There's a place called Vallaki. Have you heard of it?
I'm assuming she has not heard of this.
Probably not. I mean, y'all have a map, but you haven't been there since you've arrived at Barovia.
No, I haven't heard of it.
There's a medicine woman there. You might want to take your friend there.
Then I guess we shall get moving then. Unless Strahd has other plans.
Master Strahd's not in the castle currently.
Of course he's not.
Milo like cocks his head. I thought we were shot. Was he not?
Now,
Wasn't
what
he
kind of
supposed to be
host
staying here?
would leave his castle when he has guests over?
I believe he left to keep himself from temptation.
So he would only arrive back once the time was up.
Most likely. You still have, and as she says that, you hear the dong of the 1 o'clock bell go off on the loud grandfather clock within the castle somewhere, and you know that you have roughly 15 minutes before Strahd concludes the hour to your search. You have a bit of time.
Trying to think, who else were we trying to locate?
I think that was it. It was just those two and Lord North.
Well, there's nothing saying we have to stay in the castle, right? I would hate to break the rules to his little game.
Technically, it isn't breaking the rules if you leave early. However, if you don't find all of your friends, then their fate will be in the Master's hand.
I'm racking my brain. Who else were we trying to find in here? Because we had...
I honestly don't remember anyone else other than the two, what was that, the clerics? Paladins? Clerics? And,
The paladins. The two other
the
paladins.
paladins and Lord North. That's it.
Yeah.
Can
Oh
I
no, the
have...
Rhoda.
Oh no. Could I have everyone make a Constitution saving throw?
Oh boy.
Ruh-roh.
Actually, no. Make it a Wisdom.
No, I like con
Okay.
better.
22.
God, why can't I keep the Constitution roll?
7.
7.
7.
I rolled a 14. I rolled a
Oh,
17 on the con save, but because of course as soon as I use the good roll.
So for Sashida, you get like a momentary vision in your mind, of a place that you might think is still within the castle, except it seems like it's lower levels. And as it gets to like a barred kind of like holding cell, you see a image of Lord North, and then the vision kind of like fades away.
How's that possible?
How's what possible?
Kind of snaps back to reality. Lord North, he's still in the castle. I just had a vision.
So that wasn't. Oh, fuck. Oh gods. Oh gods. All right. We have 15 minutes to search the remaining. Did you happen to see anything?
Zashida does describe the room that he was in. She then kind of turns to Lady St. Cloud. Does this room sound familiar to you?
Master Strahd keeps his victims there. You didn't hear
It's
it
on the
from
lower
me.
level.
Yes.
Hey, Prince.
Yeah?
How you? Do you know where the place we're talking about is?
Mm-hmm.
You want to take us there?
Okay.
Where the hell was this kid earlier?
Lead the way, my young lord.
And he runs off like past where Klugel came in and starts running down the stairs.
I'm hauling ass behind him. Bob, Tom, keep up.
All right, off we go.
Lady St.
I'm
Cloud
moving as
looks
fast as
over
my
to
little legs will go.
Mazera. Are you gonna be okay?
I don't know.
Come with me. I'll try and get you something to help, at least. At least until you can make yourself to Vallaki.
She's hesitant to trust, but she ends up following.
Okay. Prince Merrick is just like sprinting down the stairs, like skipping stairs as he's like running.
Okay, hang on. So who followed after me?
All except for Mazera.
Okay. So at this point, y'all would have passed me. I got 25 movement speed. Y'all would have been like.
Make way for the long legs.
But yeah, we continue to follow.
Okay. Eventually you make your way down, all the way down the stairs. It's relatively dark, more darker than the rest of the castle. And it's just kind of like eerie. No, that's way too suspenseful.
Don't be scared. Scared comes later.
So the kid's just kind of like leading you down through corridor after corridor and down like hall after hall, and he's all doing it just like, like it's just a walk in the park. So, How come you all came to the castle? Did you want to see Mr. Strahd as well?
Let's just say Mr. Strahd wanted us to come visit him.
Oh, so you're friends?
Not exactly.
Slightly too loud. There we go. Eventually he brings you up to the holding cells, and sure enough, you see Lord North kind of like crouched over in the corner, just like attempting to rest. Is this your friend?
Looks like it. I'm just waiting for Milo to get there.
Eventually Milo like makes his way.
Yeah.
There was a couple
yeah,
of turns that he had to like double back because y'all made them too quickly, but eventually he makes his way. to
Although
where
I'm
you are.
saying I probably would have been able to keep pace with a kid, but I, for the sake of story.
I think kids also have 30 foot of movement speed.
You mean to tell me a 7-year-old moves the same speed at which a
'Cause
grown
he's
man
still
does?
a human.
Okay, still a human. He's still 7.
You don't lose feeding. Like, did you have 5 feet when you were like 2 or something? What's happening?
In 6 seconds? Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you mean to... Never mind. We ain't getting into it. All I'm saying is that a child is not going to run as fast as an adult human, and
But
therefore,
you're not an
whatever.
adult.
I know. I get that I'm not an adult human. I'm an halfling, which means
You're
that we should have been
half
same
an
speed.
adult human.
We're good. Mhm. Keep talking that shit. Hammer to the knees. Anyway, I get there and I look at Lord North. Lord North.
No.
Take,
No.
no. Hang on now. It's me. It's Milo.
Ah!
Oh, that's not a good sign.
And his hands kind of like in his hands, or his head's in his hands. And he's kind of just like fighting off like what appears to be like different visions in his mind.
Do a quick perception or investigation to see, like, is he looking more pale? Is he looking more vampire-y than human-y? It's a 12.
Okay. From what you can tell, being outside the this is much larger.
I got 21 for insight.
You can't really see, or you can't really judge that he doesn't look, aside from like frazzled, any different than the last time you saw him.
Got it.
What about Tashida? She got a 21.
Yeah, that was more or less speaking for you, because
Oh,
just
okay.
like,
Okay.
oh, there's a human in the cell,
Look, a person.
or like an elf in the cell, elf on the shelf.
Lord North.
Corona.
I need you to. Can you stand?
And he kind of like looks up at all of you that are there, and you can almost see like his eyes dilating very fast. You won't take me? I'm...
The way the music cut out there was
I know,
terrifying.
it's pretty on point.
Lord North, I just want to help you. All right? Do me a favor. Trust me, right?
I don't think he can hear you, Milo.
Lord North, come on now. Come towards the bars a little bit for me.
He kind of like grudgingly like makes his way to his feet. Curse you! Why do you play these games?
Who are you talking to?
You have what you want. Leave me.
Lord Lord North, who are you talking to? You talking to us or you talking to somebody else?
Your friend, he doesn't look... Something's wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. I pull out a small flask and take a swig. And then extend it out to Lord North. Sir, you need to drink something.
He kind of like stands there, you know, just out of reach of your halfling arms.
Well, I'm not like fully extending it. It's more of like I'm gesturing towards him
yeah.
with it.
But he doesn't go to like grab it or anything.
Okay. Is he still like fully clothed and all that, or is he like?
Yeah, you perv.
I meant more. Was he like stripped of his like royal? Is he wearing
Stripped
like
of
bare
his
minimum?
essence, of his pride.
Well, that's what I mean. He's thrown in a cell. Like I was wondering if they had stripped away most of his stuff and he was just kind of in like basic clothes.
I mean, he doesn't have his weapons, if that's what you mean.
Well, it was more of like, how much exposed skin is there? I guess is what I'm asking here.
He has like his open collar shirt. The rufflings to it's kind of like tossed and thrown over in the corner somewhere. But for the most part, he's in the same clothes that he had.
Okay. Lord North, I need you to come to the bars.
And for a quick second, he like looks at you. He's like, Milo.
Yeah, it's me.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit, but I'm here. You trust me, right?
Kind of like eases one of those like uppity nods, you know, more chin up than chin down.
Mm-hmm. Come on closer to the bars for me. I need to look at something.
Roll a persuasion check.
God. That was almost good. 12.
He slowly eases his way towards you. Still not fully trusting.
Mm-hmm. How long you been down here? I'm just trying to keep him talking, trying to keep him engaged with me as he's moving forward.
It's been. You kind of look over his shoulder, and there's like a bunch of like hash marks into the wall.
Jesus.
As if he's been counting something. And as you continuously count up how many it is, seems like it's like hitting like the 60s. And then you just stop counting.
Okay. Have you had anything to eat or drink during that time?
He looks down at a bowl with like a bit of moldy bread. And there's like a rat nibbling at it. Not much.
That's just nasty.
No, I can't say that I have.
Oh God. I extend the flask out to him. Here. Take a drink. You'll feel better.
He grabs it And you can see that his hands are a lot more frail than the last time you were with him.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a moment, and then he takes a sip.
Anything happen?
Nope.
Alright. Mind if I check your... I look around. Is there any way to open up the cell door?
Merrick looks down at you. How come you just don't let him out?
A lot of people in this castle appear to be sick, so I want to make sure that he wasn't first.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want me to open the door for you?
I look over at Google and Zashida.
Just giving you the thumbs up.
Robotic thumb.
Sushita is just like, just be careful.
Take a step back. Open the door, please.
Merrick, looks at where the lock is, and he, waves his hand, and you hear, a click. Okay, it should be unlocked. And he, takes a step back.
How did you...
We're on a time limit. We can ask those questions later.
I open up the cell door. Lord North, I need you to come with me, alright? We can get you out of here.
He, hands you back your flask.
I take it.
I can't leave. It's not safe.
Why not?
not?
Not
It's
safe
not
for
safe
who?
in here either.
All of you that are down there, make a perception check.
Ha! 1.
Oh my gosh, Klugel, are you on snooze mode?
I am not paying attention. I'm doing science things. Unimportant.
God.
Taking notes.
Hold on, my phone.
This is what happens.
17.
Milo, you're able to hear a very unsettling sound coming from further in the holding area, kind of down the hall where it gets darker.
7.
Her and I are playing patty cake to pass the time.
But you should have advantage on that, Queen, because it's a sound thing, right?
Or is that only in wolf form?
Oh,
I
never
think that's
mind.
only in wolf form.
Never mind.
I mean, I'll take it if you give it to me.
Oh my gosh. I mean, apparently
Not
you.
on the
I like the image of Klugel and Zashida just playing patty cake while Milo's trying to.
I look at the prince. What is down there?
Big things, scary things.
Right. Lord North, I'm gonna need you to trust me on this. I know it's dangerous, but you're not exactly safe in here either.
Kind of looks at you. What do you mean? I'm not safe in here.
Did his whole demeanor just change?
Kind of. He's more on guard than on pounce, if that makes sense.
Okay. Well, Lord North, to put it to you bluntly, you're being held by a vampire lord in a cell, and we do not have long before he shows back up, and we play a very bad game of hide and seek. And if we leave prematurely, and you still here, well, that means he gets you permanently.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I kind of threw trying to make sense and rationality out the window as soon as I walked into this fun house.
Please, sir, we don't have much time.
I think your friends want you to come with them. And he like
Lord,
looks
we-
down at you all. Very well.
Did
Lead
Bob
the
and Tom
way.
come with us?
Yes.
I didn't yell for them to follow us, so. Right, Bob, Tom, redemption time. Wait, do they have their weapons on them?
No.
I throw I throw them. I throw them each one javelin, one silver tip
Freaking
javelin.
javelins. Yep. Okay.
Ain't much, but it's better than nothing.
That sound gets like louder, so loud that it knocks Klugel and Zashida out of their patty cake moment.
Right.
Noises.
Anybody? How far down the room is it?
Make a perception check.
$18.
You can tell it's not in the immediate area, so it's roughly at least 100 feet away.
Oh, it's 100 feet. Okay.
And does
Is there any-
Zashida know what is making the growl? Is it like an animal, or is it?
It's more like a loud pounding, and the echoing in the area isn't making it sound any less ominous.
Is there any
No.
torches lit or unlit nearby?
fists.
There's one across from Lord North's cell that's lit.
All right, and we have our other light sources, the other torches that we had. I pick up that torch off the wall. I then throw that SOB as far down that hallway as I can.
You throw
I
it.
just see Milo taking the torch, and it only goes like 2 feet.
Hey! Ding, 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 ding. No, it makes it. You launch it a bit, and it further shows that even the darkness that it can't reach to, you can't see anything. So makes it settling that at least it's probably not right up on you.
Man,
like
that's
kinda
kinda-
calling over to-
I was really hoping to catch a glimpse of wherever the fuck this thing is, but I also am not about to walk closer to it.
I kind of call out to Milo. I'm like, hey, so the scientist in me wants to know what that is, but the rational person in me says we should get out of here.
And
Yeah, let's
Zashida's
go,
like,
let's go.
I second that.
Yeah, let's go. Bob, Tom, with us?
They both not.
All right, you guys stay on Lord North's hip. Let's start moving up. Prince, can you mind lead? Wait a minute. Where's Mesra?
Zashida looks around. She wasn't behind us?
We'll
Bob,
backtrack.
Tom, did you
She's
see
probably
the
here.
other halfling? Did you happen to see her?
She went off with that lady with the white hair.
Nine hells. And Zashida immediately runs on ahead to go back to the room where they last saw Mezra and Lady St. Cloud.
Merritt
Prince.
calls out, lady with the feathery dress?
Does she hear him? Because she's already, like, booking it, like, gone.
Make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
him. So, Zashida comes to a halt. What is it?
There's a quicker way to get to out here.
Yeah. Show us, please.
And he kind of like leads you all further down to the right of the hall. To the left would be down further to where that sound's coming from.
Okay. So he's leading us through
Mhm.
back up to where we were, or
No, he leads you up to potentially be the first floor. It's a elevator shaft that you all get into, and it kind of like rises you up from the basement level back up to the mainstay of the castle. As the doors open up, You see that it leads you into kind of like that main foyer area where you see Lady St. Cloud and Mazera kind of standing there. Rose! And he kind of like goes over and gives Rose a hug. They found their friend.
Mazera.
And Mazera has like bandage wrapping around her neck to cover. Lady St. Cloud was able to use like a soothing ointment to cover up the area, and then just put like a piece of black lace over it to, you know, not make it look so apparent.
Pretty it up.
Yeah, let's just make this, you know, better.
Mazera, you alright?
I'm alright. Lady was just helping me with my wound.
That's a relief to hear. We found the Lord. Looks over her shoulder to Lord North and his little lackeys there.
It's good. We still have to recover our proper clothing before we leave.
Oh, yes, about that.
Oh, you
While
should probably
you
make
were
it quick
all
then.
traversing around the castle, I had it sent over to your coach. The turtle man?
How convenient.
And also,
thank
while
you.
they were down getting Lord North, Mazera, Lady St. Cloud would have told you that within Valaki, there is a lady by the name of Morgantha that you need to come across to try and get a reverse for anything that could potentially go wrong with the bite mark.
All right.
Morgantha.
Well, I think it's safe to say we can get out now.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry your visit was under such circumstances.
Right.
All in all, net gain.
Yeah, we just immediately start booking it.
So
Yeah.
as you exit out of the foyer and out of the main door that you came into the castle, you come across the marching of the dead who have all collected in front of Castle Ravenloft. And as you're exiting, trying to make your way across that bridge to get to Pablo, it kind of like parts the sea of souls as they step out of the way for you all to pass.
Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, we just continue on. We're trying to get there.
And almost as you exit out of all of it, you see again the visage of the priest son, and he kind of gives you like a weak smile before you all pass and run across the bridge. And Pablo's waiting. Carriage doors open, ready for you all to enter. I think I can carry all of
Let's
you.
go.
I don't even wait. We are filing in. Like, we are packing that thing as tightly as we can in with people. Like a bunch of high schoolers trying to go do some sketchy shit. Like,
Pablo's helping Mazera and Zashida in as quickly as he can. The two guards are hopping onto the front of the coach with Pablo, and Lord North is able to make his way into the carriage with you all as well. Arranged seating type deal. The doors close, and of course, as per usual, the carriage takes off, and you're riding the mists, headed back.
Milo lets out a deep sigh.
Make a perception check.
I don't want this. I don't want this. Nine.
somebody else make a perception check?
You notice nothing.
It's not on your side.
I will also roll one.
Okay, hold on. And
How does a 17 actually open my eyes this time?
Nice! Klugel's on the right side. Klugel, you look out the window and you see a swarm of bats kind of making their way back to Castle Ravenloft, and for a second it almost seems like they all stop mid-flight or mid-batting of the wings to look over in your direction with their like beady eyes before continuing on towards the castle.
So they're going the opposite way of us, right?
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah. There are some pretty angry bats out there heading back towards that castle.
can't help but wonder if those might be something other than bats.
Yeah, I got a feeling that it might have been our former host.
Chalk it up. 1 win for team, whatever the hell our name is. All right.
The
Yeah.
rejects. You eventually make your way back to the village of Barovia and land in front of the tavern. And as soon as you stop, the doors open and Pablo's helping out the two ladies.
Thank you, Pablo.
Such pretty dresses. Your things are around the back.
Thank you.
Everybody kind of files out.
Yep.
I can't help but feel like we should have tried to take the kid.
To be honest, he seems to be doing quite fine. Strahd doesn't seem to have any malice towards him.
Yeah, but he also was able to undo a lock by waving his hand in front of it.
Also true.
Tells me that might, that might lead to something important later. All right, so we're back in the town. I guess we head back into the inn, the tavern.
Okay.
I'm back, sorry.
That's fine.
You're fine. It
back
was
to the
just
tavern.
we just saw a bunch of bats.
Oh, fun.
Flying back to the castle as we left the castle in a hurry, yeah.
And at one point, they may or may not have looked at us.
Look like they-
Yeah, that's probably Strahd.
Oh god.
I was betting, man.
Like they know. So you've made your way back into the tavern.
Is the tavern full? Is it empty? Like what do we?
It's
when we
roughly
first
like when you
walked in,
first got there. The usual crews kind of picking up. It doesn't really make any sense because you know you left the castle a little after 1, but it seems like the time here would be someplace after like the next day's midday or something.
Super. Time moves differently in certain spots. Or just time doesn't behave properly here. Got it.
quick Goku training montage.
Yeah, real fun quick. Okay. I'm not sure about the rest of you, but I think I need a spot to lie down for a bit.
Same.
Same, but I'd like to get out of this dress first.
And Zashida kind of looks at her dress and kind of like nods. Same.
Milo looks at him.
But they're so pretty.
All right. It's like Milo just kind of glanced at him. I mean, yeah, all right.
You seem to fight finding them.
Dresses aren't my thing.
I can tell when you turned into a wolf. Don't get me wrong, I mean, wolf in a dress, pretty cool, but...
I'm pretty sure the dress transforms along with.
No.
Wolf in a feather dress.
So the first thing that Mazer is gonna do is go to the room they were using, and she's going to change out of that dress.
Okay.
Zashida's gonna go up to the owner of the tavern and well,
Or
first
like
off,
the
are there bats
bartender?
in? Huh?
Like the bartender guy? That was?
Whoever
Okay.
runs the
Whoever runs this fine establishment.
Are there baths in the room that we're staying in, or?
They're like down the hall. It's like a shared communal type thing where you go in and lock your door and use the baths there.
Okay, well, Sashida doesn't know this, so she's gonna go up to the barkeeper. Excuse me, do you have any baths available?
The barkeep looks at you. Yes, ma'am. It's down the hall from your room.
Lovely, thank you. And yeah, she's just gonna go to the baths.
Okay. What about you other two guys? With the guards and Lord North.
I head up to the bartender. Hi. Do you happen to have another room available? Not including the one that we already had booked.
And he like reaches. He stops mid glass cleaning of a already clean glass, sets it down, drapes the what is it? Handkerchief over his shoulder, reaches down, grabs the key. It's already been paid for, sir. And he slides it over to you.
Right. I take the key. I kind of gestures to Klugel. Mind, come with me as we check out their room real quick.
Yeah, let's go take a look. I gotta go up to our room anyways.
I gesture to Bob, Tom, and Lord North.
Tom's
We
like
got you.
helping Lord North stand. He's kind of frail after all the things he's been through, but yeah, they follow after you.
We go up and check out their room. We just kind of go in and I just kind of look around.
Seems not quite a mimic of your room. It's slightly smaller, but seems non-intrusive. Beds are neatly made.
Is there any markings, etchings, like weird occult shit? Is there a bat hanging from the ceiling? Is there anything
Those are a lot of
that would
different
give a
checks.
bad
Do
vibe?
Arcana check, a investigation check, and a survival check.
I'll rock your Arcana check for you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's an 11 with a +7. I hate that so much.
Okay.
You're not able to find any like cult things, cult markings, or anything like that throughout the room.
All right. So you said investigation. 9.
Oof. Well, there's two of
And
you,
there's-
so one of you either roll or one of you roll with advantage.
Oh.
I would suggest
Well, actually, Klugel, you roll with
rolls.
advantage.
Well, no, he
you-
can't roll now. You can just roll a regular roll.
No, I meant for the Arcana. Could he roll with advantage on that?
Yeah, then it's a 19 plus 7.
Well, it's a
Still,
19
it's the
flat,
same.
30 +7. I don't see anything. Got it.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you roll with advantage for your two, because I have
Brilliant.
0 and 0 for both those.
I got a -1 on this one. 9 again. God damn it. All right, and then you said a survival check.
Yes.
16.
Okay. Overall, the room kind of checks out good.
Looks about all right. Lord North, I'm gonna have Bob and Tom kind of help you out here. Get you some food, get you some water. Yeah, maybe even we'll see what kind of wine they can drum up here. And he kind of puts on like trying to be like a warm smile, trying to like lift his spirits a bit.
He kind of nods a little. It's more like a tired nod than anything, and his hand like taps you on what he thought was your shoulder, but it's like the top of your head, and he makes his way into the room and kind of like sits on the bed for a little bit before making his way to ease and lay down.
I kind of look over to Milo. I'm like, I'll leave it up to you, but you might want to check him for bite marks. I kind of walk out towards our room.
I have Bob and Tom. I've left message or look over at Bob. Bob, do you mind heading downstairs and just getting some food for the three of you?
He nods and heads down.
Tom, do you mind watching the door for me?
Yes, sir. And then he goes over.
Thank you. Much obliged. Lord North, how about we get you out of the royal garb?
He kind of like groggily. I'm fine. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. And I just move over and start kind of like helping him take off his jacket and like the shoes and all that jazz.
Mm.
Like just kind of treat him like that drunk, tired friend. And while doing so, I'm, checking to see if I notice any bite marks, any blood anywhere, if I'm picking up any. Oh, actually, while I'm doing this, I have something for this.
I'm gonna use inflict wounds.
Smite.
Smite thee. No, actually, I would like to use my divine sense to detect good and evil.
Okay.
I do have holy water too. We could always.
Well, that's the thing. I had him sip some earlier, and he didn't. Nothing
okay.
happened.
Sweet.
You're not able to detect any evil, from what you can tell?
Celestial fiend, undead within 60 feet.
Okay, yeah. None of those.
Okay. So I cast that, but then I'm still looking for any like bite marks or anything like that while I'm helping him.
No bite marks, but you're able to see that he's a lot skinnier. You can kind of like see his rib cages now. Well, not that you saw his rib cages before, but he's a lot skinnier. Yeah. There was something else I was gonna say.
He's very malnourished.
Yeah, more or less. His hair also seems a lot kind of like longer and a bit untamed than it was when you last seen him.
Dude, time really does move weird there. All right. All right. So once I'm done, I kind of like get him onto the bed, but kind of prop him up so that way he's like sitting upright. You sit tight. They'll be back with the food. You guys can get something to eat, and then I think you're well overdue for a long night's rest.
Lieutenant Shatterstone, thank you.
No problem, sir. Just doing my part. He goes, and as he walks out the door, he kind of taps Tom. Make sure he eats a little something, all right?
Yes, sir.
And both you and Bob as well.
Will do, sir.
I'll be next. I'm across the hall, so you need anything, just holler, all right?
Understood.
He gestures towards the javelin that I assume is still holding.
Yeah.
Don't be careful with those. It's silver tipped, so a little pricier than your standard sticks, all right?
He like looks at it. Yes. Understood.
I know I know it's nice to stand a longsword, but kind of got to make do. You know how it is. Improvise and adapt.
He nods and confirm.
As soon as I'm done with that, I head down to the bar and order just a bunch of food that I can. Like whatever like kind of not a similar spread, I'm just like whatever they can get us that I would think the group would want. So like a couple things of meat, but then also like any sort of like fruits or vegetables or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Barkeep nods. We'll get that right out.
Then an ale, a water, and the bottle of something strong.
Yes, sir. Will do.
I head up to the room.
I guess Klugel, you would have made it there
I
first.
knock on the door before going in.
I do not answer the door, for I am looking at this vial, which I now think is empty, and I want to like try to pour it out to see if anything's in there, or trying to figure out that ash thing, taking notes on what I saw today, etc., etc.
Well,
you
that's
hear
the
a
thing.
knock
As
on
I
the
knock
door.
on the door, I kind of open it slightly. Everybody decent?
Mazerat would have been behind the changing curtain of the room.
She's already changed.
All right, I'm gonna take the silence as a yes.
Oh, I think she said yes. All right, I cut her off.
Oh, my bad. I thought she just was like, yeah, Mesra would have been changed by that point. I was like, oh, all right. Just still hollered in the room. Don't want to just be barging in like, so.
Google don't care.
As
Google.
funny as that scene would have been, we have another show where that scene is. Yeah, I was gonna say we know that trope already.
The trope has been used.
And so yeah, I walk in. Gotta walk back over to the bed that I used the previous night and set down the shield and the hammer. I got some food on the way up. And I kind of just run them through what happened, like with Lord North and checking him out, make sure all that stuff's good. And then while I'm sitting there and I'm just kind of talking to him, I use Divine Sense again.
Okay. Still nothing.
Ezra doesn't show up.
Nope, not that you can tell.
Those are two different answers. No, and not that I could tell. They're two different answers.
No, you don't sense anything coming off of Mesa.
Okay. Hey, look, I gotta be very particular with you and your words. Okay. Everybody feeling all right? Well, I mean, aside from the obvious.
I'm feeling better than I was.
Good. You, let us know if you start sprouting any fangs, all right? He kind of, like, puts a little, like, he tries to, like, trying to make a joke.
I will.
Like, a slight joke, trying to lighten the mood a little bit over the obvious.
The lady at the castle, Lady St. Cloud, she said we should seek for a woman named Morgantha.
Morgantha, that is a name. Could have swore there was a Morgana I once knew. Also a kind of sorceress. But Morgantha, okay.
Maybe they're sisters.
Maybe, he says to himself, as he vaguely would think that's what Sheila would say. But she's not there, right? Yeah, she's down.
She's in the baths.
Yeah, she's in the baths. Alright, so that's probably our first priority then. Do we have any idea where she's located, or were you just given the name?
I believe she's in that town, the town of Vallaki, that she spoke of. In the northwest.
Northwest town of Vallaki.
I believe that's what she said.
Seems to be on our way to the objectives of ours, so.
Yeah. Can't forget about the lovely riddle with the cards. Oh, man. Alright. Well, I think we've done about it all we can today. I'm about tapped out myself. So I think I'm gonna relax, eat, and then we will head out at first. He looks out the window. Well, not really first light, but first thing when we get up.
Sounds good to me.
We still have to give Ismark that letter that we found from the man who was on fire.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that. All right, we'll see if he's down in the tavern here.
And oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, that's like he's just like, all right. Milo's just kind of like running through in his head like what needs to be done, or like some of the tasks they have in front of him. He's trying to like organize something in a way that makes sense to him.
Okay. Zashida, can I have you make a perception check?
Oh, fun. Perception, you said?
Yes.
18.
As you're cleaning yourself off in the baths, you hear someone enter into the room from the outside. Couple of seconds go by and you hear like footsteps approaching, and someone tries to come into the bath that you are currently occupied.
Yeah, so Sheeta's like, excuse me, this is occupied.
Another moment pass, and then they try for the door again.
Occupied.
And then like kind of like a very aggressive jiggling of the door before nothing.
Sashida immediately reaches for her her scimitar.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to take a look and take a peek and see who was trying to open the goddamn door.
So as you like, I guess, ease the door open, you look and there's no one there.
What was that? Was that all in my head? And she kind of relaxes a bit, kind of putting her scimitar back after closing the door.
As soon as you
And
close
just-
the door, all the lights in the bathing room, go out.
Oh Jesus! All right, she's using wild shape,
Okay.
and she's turning into a big old doggo, and she is growling and snarling and not happy.
Wolf bath.
There's hair in my soup. On that note, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. We'll be back, and if you haven't already, make sure you go into the chat and type !vampire to enter in for this stream's raffle, which we'll give out at the beginning, right once we get back. So yes, !vampire, and see you
Chat.
all in
Do it.
5 minutes. Do it, chat.
Do it, guys. Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yes, chat.
Vampire.
So, vampire, it's French. It's French for the thing that vampires bite, sucky, suck. Oh dear.
No, that's just what they call it when a vampire owns a port. A vampire.
Oh my gosh.
And on that note, chat, we're ending the stream.
And
It
the
was nice seeing
stream
ya.
is over.
Milo suddenly dies
Oh
of
my
painstaking
Of,
pain.
the worst
All of a
dad joke
sudden, a
known to
huge
man.
bolt of lightning just shoots down, and Milo just explodes.
Milo is smited with holy energy.
Oh my gosh. See you all in 5 minutes.
Bye, chat. I'm dying. And to that, I just like being a wolf.
Question, Jesse.
Congratulations to Crosive.
Wait, Stack, deafen yourself for a minute, please.
Deafen? Oh gosh. Oh wait. On this? Okay. Congratulations, Crosive, for winning the vampire. I don't know what's going on. Are they talking about me? Are they planning out what's gonna happen? The suspense. You can come back? Oh, I'm allowed to come back now. Okay. And I'm back.
Welcome back.
What are you all planning?
It
Your
wasn't a plan.
demise.
It was more of I had a question about her druid abilities,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was just like, well, let me just not have Stacks in here, just so that way you don't start thinking. Look, I was trying to. I was asking questions, and I didn't want you to start thinking outside the box and start doing some crazy shit.
I always think outside the box.
Yeah, but you don't know that you're in a box until someone points out that you're inside that box. You're like, no, I'm not, and then you're like, oh shit. I mean,
Right. So, congratulations to Crosive for winning the draw, which is a copy of Hood Outlaws and Legends, just recently released.
No. You see, I think what you mean is
Mm-hmm.
I'm the winner because that's freaking rigged.
Yeah, it's rigged. Crow, you don't already have that game, do you? Crosive.
I don't think he does. I think
Ow.
he's away from his computer for a second.
Okay. Well, I will gift it to him in a little bit.
I would check the games that he does have first.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at like the friends who already have it thing, and he's not showing up, so
Okay.
he shouldn't have it. Bum, 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 bum. So, when we last left off, Zashida's in the washrooms by herself.
And she's
Meanwhile-
about to rip someone's face off.
Oh my goodness, girl. Girl. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Listen, when you get someone violently trying to open the door, when you've said multiple times that the bath was occupied, yeah, she's gonna be ripping some throats.
But yeah, as you look out, there's no one there. And when you close the door, all the lights in the room turn out, and you turn into your wolf form. Make a perception check for me, please.
Alright, what's the perception?
At advantage.
Sweet. 17.
Okay. You can smell what is distinctly familiar as like a coppery kind of wiry smell. You recognize it as the smell of blood.
And Sashida starts growling.
Meanwhile, in the rooms,
Oh my god!
How far away from the bats Like, where's the path located in this place?
It's about like 100 or so feet from y'all's rooms, or the rooms. It's like across the hall on the other side of the other end of the top level of the what's it called? Tavern.
Okay. I'm just kind of ballpark. I'm like trying to think. I was like, would we hear a wolf growling and barking?
Make
But
a
at the same time,
perception check.
I'm not sure. $16?
Okay. Yeah, you can roughly hear the faint sounds of what would be a wolf growl.
Didn't know they had wolves in this area.
Wolves.
Here, do you not hear? It sounds like something's trying to fight. I kind of like poke my head at, like, I start looking out the window. Not seeing anything though. You not hear that?
Would there be wolves in the middle of the town?
Oh shit. Where's the Sheeta go?
She went to take a bath, I believe.
Do you know where those are? Do you know where those are?
I think the man at the bar said they are at the end of the hall.
God damn it. Flugel, let's go. I scoop up my shield and then like start running out the door and like start running towards where the sound was.
Okay. And as you approach closer, I'll say your divine sense goes off and you can sense something's not quite right. You sense what appears to be undead further forward.
He's shaking off the soreness. He's like, oh shit. I kind of let everybody know what I'm seeing or what I think I see.
Well, it's like a sense. It's like a spiky sense, I think.
Well, that's what I mean. Like what I'm, it was like, bad vibes. It's kind of, so I get up to the door and then I kind of listen against the door and then I assume that this is where I like the growling and all that stuff sounding more and more, sounding louder.
Okay. Zashita, can I have you make a dexterity saving throw?
That's a 6.
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
So you watch as around this corner, this like black, ethereal wisp kind of like shoots out at you and strikes, causing you to try and jump out of the way. But as you do, the parts of the shade that like hit into you, cause your body to like wrench out with pain, and you take 2 seconds. 18 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
And you can all hear this outside the door as you just hear like a "Oh!" as Zashita hits against the side.
Milo kicks the door in.
You kick the door in, and there's like this like peripheral shade mist kind of lingering on the ground, and you see Zashita over on the left in her wolf form, kind of like hunched down a little bit.
Whimpering.
Mm-hmm.
You said it's like a shade on the ground?
Yes.
I cast Sacred Flame at it.
I guess roll to hit, but
It's a dexterity saving throw.
ow. Let's see. D20 plus 6. Z15.
That meets. So yeah, it says either just Sacred Flame. It dodges.
I guess as you shoot down at it, the mist kind of like pulls back, and you hit at like the ground. Can
Is
I
it-
have everyone roll for initiative that's present?
Yeah.
20!
I have no icon to press to do my own character.
11.
Hold on, I got a plan. There we go.
13.
Fake Kluger's
Hey,
always coming
that's
in.
convenient.
13, Mazera?
Yep.
Why is he here? Oh no, I killed him!
What'd you do?
I'll add you in. I was like, what is he doing here? Get out of here.
That was so I could roll without having you.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to help you.
Get him out of here. He's not allowed. Okay. First up is Ashita. As you see this mist just kind of like permeating in the room.
Yeah, so, Sheeta's gonna try to attack it. With a bite. Let's see.
Is it a magical bite?
Oh. I don't know, is it? I don't think so. Yeah, no, there's no magic. Dang it! Okay, well, you know what? Sashida kind of, let me take, yeah, she's gonna transform back.
Oh no!
She can't do anything in wolf form! So, yeah, naked Sashida, she is going to cast... Wait, does it take an action to transform back? No, it's a bonus. It's
bonus.
as an action. Naturally assume the shape of a beast. Blah 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 blah. Stay in beast form. Blah blah blah. Normal form as bonus action, or if you fall unconscious. Okay, so it's. All right. Yep. So she's gonna turn back, and then she's gonna cast Shillelagh on her staff. And that's it.
Okay. Klugel's turn.
All right, Kugel. Let's see what I can do. My fists are magical. Punch it. All right, I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna give it a couple of good old punches.
That hits.
That's a good roll. 7
Okay. That
and
also hits.
another 7.
So
And
you
then I
watch
will-
as Klugel, they're all level 5 currently. Right? You level 5?
Yep.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
level
okay.
5.
You watch as Klugel, like, hunkers down and starts, like, punching at the mist. Thunderous claps, like, hitting into it, and you see the mist, like, sizzling off of, his hits. Is that it? Is that your...
The only thing I'm gonna do is cast defensive field to give me 5 temporary hit points. Also, it has disadvantage if it tries to attack people
people who...
who aren't me. That is my turn.
Okay. Next up is Mazera.
Alright, Mazera is going to cast Guiding Bolt at it.
Okey-dokes.
Just double checking. I add proficiency and wisdom to her attack. Rolls.
Look at your thingy-majiggy. Why isn't she showing up? Mazera. It should be... For Guiding Bolt, it is... 1d20 plus 6, and then if that hits, it's the 4, or depending on what level you're casting it at, 4d6 or 5d6 or 6d6, depending on which level. But essentially, 1d20 plus 6.
Okay. Just wanted to double check. So that's a 16 plus 6.
That hits, yep.
And it's 4d6. So 12 damage.
Okay. Do you have any...
She's gonna end her attack there.
Okay. Next up is Milo.
Okay, all right. So, how far away is this thing from me? Has it been able to hit this
It's
thing?
literally on the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna take
Like
a
you're
swing at it with,
standing in it.
like I'm standing in it, so there's no like.
There's no like corporealness to it. It's like a mist, black mist.
So there's all right. So I'm not even gonna bother swinging the hammer then. There's nothing really to swing at other than around me. That would just look silly. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay. Let's make that another dex. Plus
24? Yeah, it dodges.
Okay. It does the same thing. Like you go hit it, and it just like retracts out of the way.
And as a bonus action, that's my turn. I guess that's what I got.
Okay.
I kind of move. I do move away from the door frame just so that way we're not all clogged up. Kind of like spread out a little bit. Kind of move a little bit closer to Sashida.
Okay. Next up is Nikki Zashida.
Okay, so let me see. As a bonus action, I am going to cast Healing Word. Word. For 6 damage, because she's not looking too great.
Sorry.
Alright, we're looking a little better now. A little better. And, yeah, no, she's then gonna use her, magic-covered shillelagh staff and, smack a bitch.
Okay.
Wow. 11 to hit.
No.
Cool.
Do that one. Can I have everybody make a perception check?
19.
Lugo, where are you at today, my man?
Told you, man, I'm playing with my eyes closed today.
7.
18.
I saw the bats. That's it.
That's the only thing that his rolls like let him go for. 18, you said? Home slice, Mickey. Milo.
18.
Okay. You're able to see around the corner, like where the other, I guess, bathrooms would be. A shadowy figure approach as a undead creature of some sort slowly steps out into view.
Cool. Looks like we got more. We gotta alert the party to the other individual.
Oh, fun.
Yep. And did you do anything else on your turn, or was it Zashida's coming up? Or was it Zashida's turn that we just did?
We finished up my turn.
Okay. So it rounds the corner, and since Zashida is the closest, it's going to try and lash out towards you, and it's going to use a clawed hand attack for 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that the one that I punched or no?
No, you were punching at the miss. This is like the zombie that's rounding in the corner.
All right, just making sure.
2 plus 4, 6 damage, and then it's gonna whap whap try and do it again.
Man, I just got that freaking health back.
Does 18 hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm telling you guys, Zashida's gonna die.
5 more damage. Y'all didn't even get a chance to rest or nothing.
Nope.
That's what happens
Nope.
when y'all
Who
say
needs
that
rest?
the DM is too nice.
No one said shit about the DM being.
I don't know. There was
No
some
one-
stuff in chat. I'm just saying.
I think we said the opposite.
Oh, really?
We did when with the mace. Wait a minute.
When I went to go crush, when I went to hammer, when I was gonna try to finish off the guy last game, and you were like, no.
That was last game. This game. Klugel's turn.
All right. So, is the mist still near me?
Yeah, you're literally standing there.
All right. Good. I'm gonna make this zombie. How far away is the zombie? Should I say?
From you, roughly 10 feet.
Perfect. I'm gonna try to make him come to me. Using lightning lure.
Okay.
DC 15 strength save.
Oh my gosh, I rolled a nat 20.
Well, he doesn't. Congratulations. No, nothing happens.
Oh gosh.
Yep. Well, I tried to get him away from you. Have fun.
That's all you did?
That's it. That's my attack.
Oh no! Mason.
Congratulations. I tried.
Wait, does that not still do?
Okay,
I thought the strength save
so-
was just to rip them off their feet.
It is, but only if he's within 5 feet of me does he take the damage. He's 10 feet away, so this is meant to pull him towards me and then shock him. So since he's far away, no shock.
That is okay.
That is cantrip
Okay, so-
logic.
Yep.
So Mazura's gonna cast Guiding Bolt again, but she's gonna cast it at the zombie.
Oh, okay.
So 17.
That hits.
Alright. $16 damage.
Ooh, nice. You like frazzle it a bit with this guiding bolt as you watch as Mazra shoots this energy from her hands. It collides into the zombie and it like stunts back a little, snaps his head back almost unnaturally back in place as it like growls.
And then as a bonus action, she's going to cast Spiritual Weapon, also near the zombie.
Okay, spiritual weapon appears behind it, taking the form of a banana boat. No, what do you want your spiritual weapon to look like?
Sword.
Okay, and roll to attack. Oof.
8.
Okay, maybe not. It swings and like the zombie like snaps its bones like just as it's going, and the sword misses as you hear these like really gross body crunching sounds.
Good lord. Does the spiritual weapon get opportunity attacks or no?
No,
Okay.
I don't think.
I don't think it does either.
I can check.
So I think opportunity attacks are reactions, sort of.
Oh, so it doesn't have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense.
Or bonus action.
Milo's turn.
Okay. How rough does Zashida look?
I mean, she's naked
I'm
and she's been hit a couple
Afraid?
of times.
Naked and afraid?
No, more like naked and pissed. The new,
Yeah.
the new edition.
Like, do you look like you could go down next round, or are you just looking like a little hurt?
she's a bit beat up.
Let me look real quick. She looks rough. I mean, dependent. It really is dependent.
Of course it is. Okay. How far away is Zashida from me?
About 5 feet because you move closer to her.
Okay, so she's 5 feet away from me, and then how far away is the zombie from her?
5 feet because it just attacked her.
Yeah. I mean,
So
if you're planning on healing, don't. I can heal myself. Kill the thing.
Oh, we still got the mist as well. Fuck it. All right. So I charge forward then, and I take a big swing with the hammer.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
No, it misses. More
All right. Second
blood.
second swing.
Body crunches. That one hits.
18. All right. Roll. I do 7 points of damage with the silvered weapon.
Okay.
And then I am going to. I'm gonna use the bonus action, the Shield Master Shove.
Okay.
These attackers in turn, you can use your bonus action to try to yeah, so I'm gonna try to shove. So I can't remember now. The shove is just unarmed strength, or no, it's a strength check, right? No, using your attack action, you can use a special melee attack to shove the creature. Okay, so I'm making athletics versus it's either athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
So yeah, I go to try to push. So as I swing the hammer twice, I then try to give a good shove with the shield. 9.
It's 18.
Yep. So I don't budge. You don't budge.
Okay.
So I just kind of like, I'm more of just kind of like block, like just kind of hit him with the shield and just kind of like holding it against him.
Okay. Sweet. Zashida's turn.
All right, let me see. All right, so drinking a potion can that be a bonus action or is that an action?
So I'm gonna take a rule from Solo's book, and if you use it as an action, you'll get full health, and if you use it as a bonus, you'll have to roll for it.
What do you mean roll for it?
Like you would roll the, what is it, 2d8 or whatever it is.
Because I have a potion of greater healing.
Yeah, so I'm saying you can either use your action to get max healing from it, or
Got it.
you can use your
okay.
bonus action and just roll whatever the healing is, and then make the odds be in your favor of how much it gives you.
All right, so if I were to use it as a bonus action, what do I have to roll?
What's the amount of it?
So full is 44 plus 4.
So you would roll a 44 plus 4 and see what it says.
Okay. Yeah, 10. Woohoo!
Nice.
Not really, but you know. Okay, so that's gone. Remove. Okay, and as a action, I'm going to use my shillelagh weapon and do a slappy whap
Slappy whaps.
on the closest thing that's near me. Mr. Zombo. 13.
Does not hit.
Oh my god, what is with me today? So Shishida goes and takes a swing and horribly misses. Considering it's dark, she can't really see anything. Where is this blasted thing? And that ends my turn.
Okay. Play some more music. So the zombie, you hear it as it makes this stomach curdling noise from its bowels as it
Yep, that'll do it.
and it vomits on the closest things to it, which is I need Zashida, Klugel, and Milo to make a dexterity saving throw.
But I'm like 10 feet away. This is some impressive
This is
vomit.
some impressive vomit.
8.
Hey, 17 when it matters.
Not 20!
Where is it?
So, DM, I'm just gonna roll for a new character right now.
Oh my gosh!
See, I go to try to heal, and you're like, nah, fuck you, I heal self. And I'm like, alright, fine, I go to attack.
Okay. Anyone that rolled under 12 will get the full, which is 17 points of acid damage.
Jesus.
And then anyone that passed gets half.
What was that? 17, you said?
Yes. So
I
half.
get
Yes,
any-
she ain't looking too hot.
8.
Do I get any bonus for rolling an at 20? Or is it just, nah, fuck you?
No, you
If
just
it's a nah,
pass
fuck
it.
you, it's fine.
You just pass
Okay.
it back.
Alright.
And then I need everybody else to make, everybody in the room to make a dexterity saving throw.
Another one?
Yes.
Oh, actually, sorry, I don't take any damage from that. If you are subjected to the effects that allow you to make a dexterity saving throw, to take only half damage.
Read
So,
your character sheets, folks.
you can
Read
use your
character
reaction to take no damage if you succeed on the saving throw.
Uncanny dodge.
So you took half
Dodge
as
a
well.
cane, you can dodge a fireball.
Another dex save for everybody.
I got 15.
I'm gonna use one of my advantage tokens to also get a 15.
15.
Ooh. 2.
Do you have an advantage token? That would be the time.
Do I have an advantage token?
Remember, he gave us all those at the beginning.
So you
the
have...
wait.
yeah.
I have the 2. Wait, I have 2 luck and then 2 Imperium points. Is that what?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
if you
the
use one of your
Imperium.
Imperiums, it'll automatically let you save it.
Yep, we're gonna go ahead and use that.
Okay, so if you rolled under a 12, you take 18 points of necrotic damage from the shade in the room attacking out and leaping like it did for Zashida in the beginning. If you rolled above, then it's half.
Yeah, half.
What's half of
So
18?
9.
9.
9.
Oh gosh.
And just for S and Gs, you already used your reaction once, so
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
sure.
no, I'm taking full. I'll trust me. I looked. I was like,
making sure, you know, I gotta do what I gotta do.
trust me. I
Next
game
up
the
is Scribble.
system when I can, but I'm not gonna game the system here. When I was like, literally just use reaction. React again. Like, no.
So is Zashida still awake?
Barely?
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine. I'm not
I
bleeding,
got
you're
you,
bleeding.
I got you, boo boo. I got you, boo boo.
Alright, well, if you got her, I'm gonna slap this shade. Like, well, you hurt. Slap. Slap. Jeez, I could hit. I could roll to hit. Like no other. 12 damage.
To the mist
To the shade,
stuff.
the
Okay.
one that, yeah.
You go in attack and yep, Klugel goes down and he punches it, and the mist kind of like fizzles out of the room.
Aha! And then I will use my last defensive field.
Okay.
Goodbye. But 5 temporary hit points. Hello.
You watch
That is
as
my turn.
also the shade kind of like sinks off or slinks off of this zombie, and now it looks like a lot less intimidating than it did prior.
What can I say except you're welcome? That is my turn, though. Well, if the shade's gone, actually, I'm gonna move next to Zion. And then end my turn.
Okay. Next is Mazera.
Alright, she's going to get closer to the zombie and whack it with her quarterstaff.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Alright. Three damage.
How do you do this?
Wow.
She goes in like
One number
tink.
from you.
I just lift my staff above my head and I just kind of like whack it.
Kind of like Aerith with the chair.
Yeah. Tink. And the zombie just like topples over.
Just imagine, like, die, please.
Please die. Ooh.
And Mazera's actually kind of surprised that it went down with that.
That concludes initiative order. You are free to.
And Zashida just falls over.
I immediately, as soon as she hits the ground, I immediately like I realize that she's naked, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, just sorry in advance about this, and I just kind of like place my hand on her stomach, and then do the was it healing? Lay on hands.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to touch her.
And then I use all 25.
Permission.
Look, this is healing. Don't even look.
So how much do I get?
25.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I was gonna say, we're burning the whole pool right now, using all of it.
So Mazera, that's pretty impressive smack you got there.
Hey, you mind
honestly-
Klugel? Oh, sorry. My bad. Go for it.
I honestly didn't expect that to take it down.
Looks pretty dead.
Everybody see where that shade went?
I mean,
No.
I punched it, and it kind of just fizzled out.
All right. Well, let's get out of here. I kind of walk into where Zashita's bath was, and just kind of like grab some of her clothes and hand it to her. She's like still recovering, but obviously I'm like, here you go.
Make a perception check.
Perception check. All right. Oh God, do I hand? Oh, it's an 8. Do I hand her the dress?
This wasn't what that was for, but.
Oh, I was like, do I hand her? You grab the dress, like, here you go. She just looks at me like, I'm like, bitch.
I will kill you. Yeah, you hand her clothes.
Thank you.
I kind of want to know what that perception check was for, but I guess I don't make it, so I don't know. Actually, wait. I want to use my luck.
Okay.
So 2 luck tokens, so I can roll it again and then just use.
They
have
don't
to use
stack though, so.
Yeah, I know. So I have to use this one. Well, I mean, I can't. I got an 8, so I know I ain't making that one. 13.
You hear footsteps approaching.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely I kind of do that, and then Zashita, I feel like somebody's coming. You might want to get back into the bath, or at least into the stall.
And she's still in pain. She is crawling and she just slumps into the water.
I was gonna say I help her get there, so she's not just like dragging across the, I can only assume, poorly wooded planked bathhouse floor. Something tells me something about a splinter in her ass would not be pleasant.
This is gonna look real awkward. 2 girls, a halfling, and a.
Oh gosh.
Well,
On that note, welcome Raiders, Mike's numbers with a rate of 9. Thanks for coming in. We are in episode 4 of Curse of Strahd, and things are getting exciting. Naked ladies, halflings, nothing out of the ordinary.
Zashita just wanted to bathe in peace. Like,
Now
is
she has
that
like
too
acid
much?
damage,
God!
necrotic damage. You can't get
But
that
instead
out.
of bathe, how about zombies?
Is there stabbing? Yes, there has been stabbing.
There was multiple
been-
stabbings,
there was stabbings, there was
bludgeonings,
crushings,
crushings,
there's been healings.
destructionings.
Skull
It's
crushing.
been a good time. It's been a very good time.
Divine smiting. There's been smiting.
Mm-hmm. There's been
There's-
hide and seeks. There's been children laughing.
Oh.
There's been malnourished lords that we thought we killed.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Okay.
just it's been fun, yeah.
Okay, yes. So I help Zashita into the stall to kind of like get her, allow her to sort herself out.
So you're
yeah.
hearing the footsteps. You're able to look down and see that it's one of the guards. It is Tom, I think, coming
Okay.
towards the baths. Lieutenant Shatterstone.
Yeah. Yes, Tom. What's up?
We were just attacked back there, in our rooms. There was some kind of black mist.
Is it still there?
No, it escaped somehow.
Is
Is everybody all right?
Oh, that music's way too intense for non-combative reasons. Yes, I believe so. I just wanted to make sure you all were okay. We were able to secure the Lord.
I can just see Sheeta just waving her hand from the stall. We've been better.
There's just a hand like, oh, help me. I'm trying to take a bath. And all this stuff's happening, and I'm still not clean.
Klugel, do you mind helping staying here with Zashida?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna go check downstairs.
He's just like stretching a bit, like trying to shake, like flinging some of the acid off of his shield
onto the ground. Alright, time to go back to the Lord. Make sure he stay, keep him in the room, barred down. Don't open it unless it's one of us.
Yes, sir. And he like heads back off.
Mesra, you mind coming and check downstairs with me?
I'll go with you.
Appreciate it. Much obliged.
I begin march, kind of like not running, but like at a good pace, like moving down towards the stairs to see what if that mist had attacked anybody else.
Make a perception check.
God, I wish I had better perception. I really wish I'd crank my wisdom up. Oh, 20.
Nice. As you
Not nat, dirty 20.
ease to the top of the stairs, the first thing that catches your attention is blood at the bottom of it.
Fuck, I do not have. Oh shit.
I have the hammer at the ready and I yell back.
Guys, we got more blood.
That's not good.
I kind of walk over to Zashida and I'm like, feel better. I feel as if we're needed. And I hit her with a sweet level 1 cure wounds for 8 healing. There you go. Feel better. Let's go.
I can imagine you like reaching over the top and like trying to pat her head, just being like, feel better.
Touch.
There.
Basically the baby. And I start heading out and down towards the stairs, but I wait at the top of the stairs for Zashida to come out.
Yep.
Well, I haven't
gets-
started making. Yeah, we're still at the top of the stairs. You guys are at the other end of the hallway right now.
Got it. So I start making my way towards you guys.
Yep.
Okay.
So Sheeta gears up and kind of tosses that stupid dress and goes back to her regular armor and follows.
She tosses the
Klugel out.
flower dress on top of the dead zombie's body. Or feather dress, sorry. What are you doing, Mazera and Milo? At the top of the stairs?
I mean, I'm gonna start making my way down the stairs.
Making my way down
And
the
I'm
stairs.
gonna follow.
Okay.
I've got my shield up, kind of like defensive stance, ready for any other undead nonsense. Actually, while I'm there, I cast. I use my divine sense again.
Okay.
Do I detect any more undead, celestial, or fiendish enemy types within 60 feet of me?
No.
Alright.
As you start to head further down the stairs, you immediately see that something's off. All the people that were there, or the crowd that had gathered in, are now like hunched over in various screwed ways. Most bloody, dead, well, all dead, including the bartender, barmaid, barkeep, however you want to put it. All of them are like hunched over in their positions, blood dripping off in various amounts. As the entire tavern itself is just filled with a room of dead bodies.
I'm gonna try to check the pulse of each of them to make sure.
You don't even have to roll for it. It's a definite like.
They're
Alright.
dead.
They
He's
dead.
He's
Can
dead.
I see what? Like, are they all like bleeding from like slashes, or any of them bleeding from? Or is it like? Does it look like they were just attacked by something, or does it look like they were hit by like some sort of magic?
There's no pattern to it. You can go over roughly like 10 of the bodies, and they've all been killed in variously gruesome different ways. But there's no like definite pattern to it. Some bodies are like mutilated, some are just like some chopped off body parts. Like, it's all.
Okay, so it looks like they were, but that's so like it's kind of looks like they were just attacked by like a creature of some sort. This wasn't like they all just like their brains exploded inside their own skulls and started leaking out or some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I check the front door of the tavern. Is it still on its hinges? Is it open?
It is open, kind of askew, just like moving with the faint breeze that's outside.
I kind of stick my head out the door and kind of do a quick glance, a cursory glance. Do I notice anything outside?
Do a quick investigation check.
Investigation.
Oof, you're bad at all these things. I'm looking at your freaking
12.
character sheet. Okay. You see
Bad. I'm just not great.
You see off in front of you a carriage and a body of what seems to be a turtle laying by it.
No.
He wasn't that important.
Chat. Can we have an F in the chat for dear Pablo?
Oh, F for P.
F.
The old Pablo Picasso, the old.
F.
F
Also,
for
chat,
fucking
if
turtle.
you're in
Oh, I like
there,
it. Oh, come on.
put exclamation mark. Let me make sure it's up this time before I do it. No, not that one.
Explanation point. Vampire.
Vampire.
We must
Vampire.
avenge him. He's the only person I ever cared about in this world.
But yes, please type in exclamation point vampire to enter in DM
Okay,
Stacks'
now do it.
giveaway.
Now do it.
The other question is,
What do
how
you
the hell
mean
are we
now?
gonna get anywhere?
I
He
mean,
was already-
now do it because I rolled for Crosif's. Crosif, do not put your name. I'm joking. You could put your
Why
name
not?
in it again, but you're just going to get
I
two
just win
copies of the
everything.
same game.
It's
so
rigged.
it's super rigged.
I just want to see if I can win again.
Oh my land.
Gosh. Well, you're going to get skipped if we do. So
Just let me know if I won, and I'll be like, I already have it.
I already have this shit.
What did I win with my last win anyway?
Okay, so I go back inside.
And Sashida's just looking around like, what in the nine hells did this?
I close the door, and then when I close it, I kind of grab like one of the chairs nearby and kind of like wedge it underneath the door handle to kind of like bar it shut.
Did you see anything outside, Mila?
Nothing that'll help us with IDing whatever the hell did this. Although carriage driver doesn't look like he made it.
What?
Not to get all sentimental, but he was kind of our guide to this land, so.
Poor Pablo.
And Sashida's deeply saddened by this.
I go and I kind of start. So like all the bodies are dead. I start. All right. Well, we need to get out of here. We also need to rest.
So what do we
Um,
do first?
We should probably head to that town to get your ailment looked at.
Should we head there now or should we rest?
As we're talking, Milo starts kind of like dragging the bodies to one of the corners of the room, like one of the far corners, and just kind of starting to pile the bodies up.
Do you think it's safe enough to sleep here?
Well, I know I'm about tapped out. I'm exhausted, damn near, and I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I at least need a wink of sleep, and especially since we got the Lord up there, looks like he hasn't eaten or slept in weeks. I think we need to sit down. I think sitting down for the night, though, we might need to keep on guard.
We'll
we
probably have
can
to take
take-
shifts then.
Yeah, taking the night might be beneficial, so that way we don't go run around half cocked because I have a feeling that if this might be what Strahd wants, is to keep us running, keep us tired. Easier for him to pick us off.
I think
Right.
he's angry because we won his game.
Got a feeling that even though we might have won, I don't think it was. You know what? Actually, he might be that petty. But we'll have to wait and see. Right now, I'm gonna try to get these bodies piled up, give them the last rites, and then we'll head out.
I'll offer some prayers.
Sashida will help Milo move the bodies.
Okay. Eventually, y'all are able to get most of the bodies over to. Well, most of the body pieces over to the same pile. Y'all don't even worry about the ones that are just like splat against the wall. It's new decoration.
No.
Once we get all that stuff, you know, we say our prayers. I kind of go back into the kitchen and like kind of I find the food that I ordered first and I kind of bring that out. Is that still intact? Or is that like thrown about?
Roll a survival check.
19.
Yeah, you're able to see some of like the bread's burnt and some
Okay.
of it's unattended, but for the most part, you're able to salvage a meal out of it.
Okay. I gather up all the food I can and bring it out on a tray and just kind of like set it on the bar.
Burnt bread and
Gra-
all.
Yeah, grab
Cool,
what you
but
can,
like
and then we'll grab it take it up to the Lord as well to make sure they've eaten something. I go back there and I kind of grab like some salt.
You're one of those people.
No, I grab the salt and I start to like shake out what I can over the bodies. Like I grab like a large amount of it and kind of start shaking out over the bodies to kind of help.
Okay. Well, it comes in like a granular bag, so you just take a bag of salt and start.
Yeah, I just take a bag of salt and just kind of start shaking it over the bodies to kind of hopefully like eliminate some of the smell
Preserve
and the
them
rot.
for cannibal breakfast.
Look, I'm not eating them, but you know, just sprinkling salt over top of them to kind of like spirits and all that jazz.
No, you're definitely making jerky.
Mm-hmm. Human
I
jerky.
mean, that's
And he won't even tell us. It's a good thing I don't eat.
and then once I do that, I head back upstairs, like after I'm done with the stuff and the last rites and all that.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Mazra just heads upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, about time to get some good rest.
I suppose I'll take first wash then.
I'd be much obliged. But first, hang on.
I knock on the door to the other room.
It's Milo. Open up. Tom, Bob, and Lord North are inside. Come on. It's me.
You don't hear anything.
Oh God.
Tom, your wife's name was Mary.
Still nothing.
Sashida just bam, bam, bam knocks on the door.
Bob, your father's name was Jim. Grew up in a small town.
responses, No sounds, no creaks.
We may need to
Probably
break in.
opened this door.
Milo just yells "fuck" and smashes the door with his hammer. Like he drops the shield to the ground, smashes the
Roll
door
a
with his
strength
hammer.
check.
There's a strength check.
Yeah.
An 11.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Given a little, raptures, you're able to get it off its hinges and bust through the locked door and get into the room. And it is
They in there?
empty. Empty The window is open, and cool breeze from the night is kind of like sinking in.
I immediately I don't jump out the window, but I like lean against the window. Do I see footprints, or does it look like, am I seeing like where they would have jumped out?
Nothing from what you can tell. The fog's kind of like synced into the town again, obscuring most of your aerial vision.
Zashida's gonna turn into her wolfy puppy form and start sniffing around, see if she can pick up a trail.
Milo helps her search the room for any signs of any signs of a struggle, any signs of them like leaving of their own free will or being like taken, something along those lines.
Milo roll survival. Zashida roll perception with advantage.
You got a 16?
Okay.
23.
Okay. Zashida, you're able to smell blood on the bedding of where Lord North would have been laying, and Milo, you're able to determine that the window was forced open.
So there's like glass on the inside.
Yeah.
So like it looks like it was bust open from the outside.
Yeah.
Zashida starts growling.
Milo kind of looks around for a moment before lashing out in anger and just smashing every goddamn thing in the room with his hammer, like just destroying everything in the room.
Look at me, I'm Kylo Ren.
Well, at
Pretty
least we
much,
won't have to
he's
pay
he's
for any
going
of it.
full. He's going full like temper tantrum, if you will, just losing his fucking mind, smashing everything.
And Zashida immediately turns back and is gonna try to stop him.
What? It's not like we have to pay for any of it.
Oh no, why did it refresh? Everyone put in exclamation point vampire again. You said you're gonna try and stop him as wolf form?
No, I turned back into my regular form to stop him.
He's just making sure we're here.
Okay, it's showing back up. The freaking Nightbot thing closed. And it was like, nah, there's nobody here. I'm like, oh, okay. There's like 7, but whatever. Are you letting Zashida stop you there?
Yeah, I don't want to fucking. That'd be real funny to hit her with it, just to think, well, that healing gone, but. I just, after I get a couple swings and like destroy like a table and a chair and shit, and I don't know. Yeah, whatever she does, like I don't fight against her.
Yeah, so Zashida reaches for him. Milo, calm down. This isn't going to help. We need to keep a clear head.
Well, look good. That's fucking done so goddamn far.
Hey, we're still alive, aren't we?
He like drops the hammer and kind of like slumps, like leaning against the wall.
I know you're upset. And we've made it this far, but you can't lose your cool now.
You're right. I just every goddamn time we get a little movement, little momentum.
I understand.
I just, I'm fine. I'm just.
He kind of just he takes it one last deep breath and then picks up his hammer again.
Let's go. I'm good now.
Zashida lets off a nod and allows Milo to leave.
As I walk back out in the hallway, I pick up my shield and then walk into our room.
What are y'all doing for the night?
Zashida is keeping first watch so everyone else can rest.
I only require 6 hours, and then I'll pick up.
I stay up for a little bit eating some of the food. And, what the hell is this music?
Hell yeah, the circus is in town.
The Vistani music. I love it.
It is pretty
This
cool.
is like not at all matching the theme. Like we had a fight earlier and it was like all like cool, like not even suspenseful, just like calm music, and then now we're like, calm movement. It's like da 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 circus. So I stay up for a little bit and kind of eat some of the food that I was able to gather, sticking mostly to like the meats and a little bit of the bread, allowing the because I know Zashida obviously doesn't eat, based off the last meal, doesn't eat meat.
Yeah.
I pick at it and then I start taking swigs from the bottle.
Oh, gosh.
He's got an alcohol problem. Ooh, I'm in
Only
danger.
it wasn't a problem before. Might be now.
So yeah, he's just taking a couple swigs from it, just kind of topping up his flask as well.
Mazera struggles to fall asleep, but eventually she does.
I'll take second watch.
And then by then, Klug will be up for third watch. Next.
So as Zashida and Milo are kind of switching shifts, Zashida kind of looks over to him. Are you sure you're all right?
He puts on like a half smile.
Oh, don't you worry about me, darling. I'm fine. Just a little moment. I'm good now.
Very well.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I try to. I was gonna say I'm throwing as much persuasion or deception as I can into that because I am not okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if she can pick up on that.
Roll insight.
What do I have to roll? Insight? Okay.
And roll deception there, Milo.
13.
15.
You can kind of pick up hints that he's not, not all good.
And, in response to his, little, yeah, smile, she kind of looks at him like, I know you're not well. She gives him, a look of raised brow,
And he just nods and kind of post up. Right, so like starting his watch.
And Zashida sighs. Look, if you do ever need to talk, I'm here.
I appreciate that. I love it. Keep it in mind. You get some rest.
And Zashida kind of gives him a nod. Very well. Good night then, Milo.
That's the street.
And she leaves him be.
Once I'm sure she's clocked out, I start picking up the bottle again. I fill my flask up and then kind of nurse what's left of the bottle.
And as our heroes are continuing on through the night, picking up shifts as it comes, resting for what they can hope would be a better day tomorrow, the camera pans off into the distance as Madame Eva sits around a grouping of her Vistani company. She's placing card after card, her expression gradually growing more and more weird. This isn't good, I'm afraid. They don't have much time. You may have to go meet them. And on that note, episode 4 has concluded. We are going to roll for...
But the real question is, are we level 6?
Oh my
No,
gosh.
the real question is, was that a long rest?
Yeah, that was a long rest.
Okay, now
What
we're
is
level
wrong with Nightbot? Oh my gosh. So everybody that's in chat right now, because you have to be here present anyway to roll for the thing, do it now, and then I'm going to roll to see who wins the game from Steam that we are giving out. Give it a second, let everybody roll, and we will do it here shortly. Why isn't it?
Well, what game is it anyway?
I don't. Okay, so the game that Crosiv won earlier, I don't know why he keeps putting his name down. But anyways, the game that is up for grabs is Hood, Outlaws and Legends. It's a pretty cool game. So, without further ado, because I think this is the same amount that we had before, we're just going to roll for it. Winner is Queen Corby. So Queen Corby and Crosiv. Guess what game we're going to start playing?
God. No, it's fine. It's fine. No.
I say the same thing about Atlas,
I'm not.
which I installed waiting on Sarah.
Congrats, Queen Corby. Anyways, be sure to join us here tomorrow at 12 to 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for Dungeon Talk, where we recap some of this craziness that's happened this week. Mostly, we're going to be talking about the debut show of Final Fantasy VII, The Last Ancient, and then we'll also talk about the Curse of Strahd. Then I'll explain why we did not do our Rise of Sagemas episode, mostly because it was Mother's Day. Look at that, I explained it. But we did do a session 0, so I will be able to talk about that tomorrow as well. Other than that, for the rest of the week, make sure you look forward to Waterdeep on Friday at 12 to 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and
I hope I'm not
Season
dead.
2 of Tales of Diademia. And wait, why would you be dead in Waterdeep?
Oh no, I mean this COVID shot is really kicking my ass.
Oh,
right now,
okay.
so-
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Tracking in real life, Queen might be dead. Tales of Diademia Season 2 starts this Saturday, and it takes place a year after all of the chaotic events that happened 2 weeks ago. So that's going to be fun to pick up on. That starts at 9 to 12 p.m. noon. 12 p.m. noon. Mountain Standard Time. So be here for all those things. Come see us. Come hang out. We are going to raid really quick before you all try and dodge out like little minxes that I know you would be. And yeah, thank you all for coming by. I will make sure I get Queen and Crosiv both of those games after this. But yeah, tune in for the next episodes, and we will see you all next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good time. I will see you all later.
Until next time.
The drama, the suspense. We love it. We love it all. Rating starting. Oh, just for SMGs, we're rating DM Chris Solo, because he's cool peeps. Starting rate. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you are a tier sub, make sure you put those emos out there.
Can't make me.
Do it. Do it now.
Wait.
Bye.